Hello everyone, it's Kelly at Unisys. So just in case you don't know me, and this is the first video that you're watching or you don't know the background, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about me and my business. So I set up my business in 2014. At first it was just me and I was helping people into work, but I realised that that wasn't a sustainable business model. So I came up with an idea to have 3 sub-brands, and now we do care, skills and well-being. And I just wanted to go over that a little bit because I got asked the other day if I'd stopped doing care, and I absolutely haven't. We're doing all 3 strands of the business. Now, today, what I want to talk about is my new content, which is around narcissistic abuse. And as I mentioned in my last video, I wasn't sure which topic to choose, whether I should choose neurodiversity or narcissistic abuse, narcissism, narcissistic behaviour. And I know that there's a lot of information out there already in my network on neurodiversity, and it is a very popular topic, and not so much about narcissism. But I wanted some feedback, so I went into one of my Facebook groups that I interact with quite a lot, called Working for Wellbeing Northeast, and I asked the people in there, and it was overwhelmingly in favour of narcissism. So it seems like it's a subject that people want to talk about. And narcissistic abuse and behaviour is close to my heart because it's happened to me more than once. And this is what happens when something's happened once. It does tend to become a pattern for people, and that's because, well, for me it was because I was brought up in that environment, and so it was normal for me. That was what I was used to, and it was familiar, but it was very damaging. It wasn't healthy, and it was making me ill, to be honest, quite ill. So it's taken me a long time to unpick what happened to me when I was young, and I've gone through different subjects. So I've read different books like Energy Vampires. Can't remember the exact title of that book, but it was something about energy vampires sucking the life out of you. I've read The Sociopath Next Door, and all of these things have a part to play in what happened to me. But actually, what I realised when I started learning about narcissism was that fit more. It was a more overall fit for what had happened. So, and it's really helped me to start talking about my experience, because I haven't had a positive. I didn't have a positive childhood. Some of my relationships have been difficult, and everybody has always said it was my fault, and I was always the scapegoat. But learning about narcissistic abuse has made me realise that it's actually not my fault. That's how I was brought up, and lots of people experience it. And when I've started talking about it because now I know about it, it's a bit easier. Other people are opening up as well about relationships. And this is the thing, it doesn't have to just be in relationships. It can happen in your family, it can happen in your relationships, it can happen at work, and it can happen with your siblings or your friends, or it could be anybody who you come across could display narcissistic behaviour. Now, what I want to make clear as well is that in counselling, we don't make diagnoses. So we're not diagnosing anybody with a narcissistic personality disorder or anything like that. We're just recognising behaviour patterns and the effect on the person who's experiencing that, and acknowledging that that is difficult, and helping them explain what's happening to them as well. And I think that's really important, to be able to explain what's happened to you in order to heal and to feel better and to move on. So I have produced a free narcissistic checklist, and it goes through some of the behaviour, well, quite a few of the behaviours that you might expect to see from a narcissist, and it's not meant to be diagnostic. It's just meant to show you what might, if you tick quite a few of those boxes, it might be happening to you, and it might be worth further exploration. So I'm going to put the link to that in the comments if you are watching on LinkedIn or Facebook, and if you are on Instagram, the link's in the bio. So I hope you enjoy, well, maybe not enjoy, that might not be the right word, but I hope you find the checklist useful. Please let me know if you do download it, what you think of it. I would love some feedback.